a poet. I wrote my way out. When the world turns back on me.
Hey, I never wanna waste your time. My life, so precious. Is yours, is mine. Hey, look at the time. My God, so precious. Is yours, is mine.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And before this game gets going, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head.
Okay, guys,
Thank you, David.
And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title, but this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, they've got Kobe. Olajuwon is out there with Weber. And it's Durant. And it's Thomas in at the point. It's stolen by Duncan. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Lakers on D. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and it won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Good D by Weber.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Kobe. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Durant against Baylor. Durant, the pass to Kobe. Trying to find Weber. He's got it now. Back to Kobe. Pass to Weber. And Weber throws it down.
Kobe with the brilliant assist that time.
And the Lakers have possession. 4-point game. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Baylor a screen on Kobe. Curry kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Baylor against Thomas. Baylor, that's good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here's Thomas. Up top, Weber. Durant for three. The rebound by Harden.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Harden. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Now, here is Weber. And he gets the bucket.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Here is Harden after Chris Webber's score. Back to Curry. The three. And he's good on the 3-ball. Clark, when you look back at your terrific career, who is the one player that you considered your toughest opponent to go up against?
There were a couple of guys. Bernard King from the New York Knicks, because we saw them a handful of times a year, and he was just such a phenomenal scorer and a relentless worker offensively. He just never gave you a break. I didn't get to see the West Coast teams but twice a year. The Denver Nuggets in the early 80s had Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those three guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually dealt with English or Vandeweghe. And those were long nights because those guys moved the ball, shot it from everywhere, and were excellent offensive players.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Leonard, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Barry comes in for Baylor. West is checked in for James Harden. And it's Payton in for Steph Curry. Lakers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The free throw drops for Duncan. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for the Bulls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. Teardrop shot. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Duncan. West with the ball, guarded now by Durant. Payton outside. Durant against West. And Durant sends it back. Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Garnett has it in the corner. Westbrook passes to Durant. The Lakers with the rebound.
A good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's McGrady. The basket good off the assist from Durant. McGrady's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Now here's Leonard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the basket by West.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McGrady with the ball. West picks him up. Here's Kemp. And it's Kemp with the jam.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Now West to the right side. Lob pass to Duncan. Barry misses. Westbrook. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top, leading by just 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Russell Westbrook out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Kemp, and it's Garnett, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. Well, the Lakers last season, the worst defensive team in the NBA. Again, offense was a little bit better. Clark, what's the key for them offensively?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, ball movement, utilizing everybody. Last season, they were bottom 5 in assists, top 5 in turnovers. And that ratio, those numbers, not conducive to good offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Duncan. Baylor comes in for Leonard. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Barry. And it's Stephen Curry in for West. Now here's Antetokounmpo outside Curry. Here's the three. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And they're moving it up. It's stolen by Bryant. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he converts the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his first basket.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, and it is one sight to see.
And Gervin kicks to Antetokounmpo. Count the basket.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Weber, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. The title of best dunker is one that seems to change, Clark, from year to year in the NBA. Who's on your short list for that honor right now?
Well, there are a lot of ways you can look at that, Kevin. The best dunker, is it the most sweet-looking dunker? Is it the most forceful dunker? Is it the dunker that can do it in a game or in a contest? There are a lot of different branches on this dunk tree. But for me, looks, creativity, elevation, Zach LaVine comes to the top of the list. The big guys, I kind of eliminate a little bit. So I go with Zach LaVine in the dunk meter. That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to Kobe. Fades and shoots. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Harden inside the three-point line, and another basket for the Lakers.
Impeccable form there. I mean, Harden should teach a master class in shooting. Doesn't get any better than his jump shot. Efficient, economy of movement, and the stroke often leads to splashes.
The Lakers making a switch here. Payton's checked in. Bulls trail by 11. 1:52 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Kobe. There's the feed to Olajuwon. Clock at 6. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And again, Chicago. No good. And it's the Lakers' ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Kicks it out to Harden. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Harden's got 5 points so far. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Clark, what is amazing about how Giannis plays is how much ground he can cover. It's like he shrinks the floor with how long and tall he is and his stride when going end to end or just attacking the basket.
Agreed. And how about this? I mean, he's Euro stepping at 7 feet tall. I mean, that's like a dance move, and this guy's doing it with ease. His size and movement and grace looks like at times he's on another planet playing against the best players in the world. The Greek Freak has set a standard on what it means to have elite athleticism in the NBA that very few can match.
Now here's Harden. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. And Weber throws it down.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
They set the pick. Harden dishes to Baylor. He kicks to Payton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Misses the three. Outside, Kobe. It's good from about 19 feet. Kobe's got his second basket. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith Anshu. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest. That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Chris Webber really making a difference here.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how...
Baylor is out there with Duncan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Dishes it to Baylor. 5 on the clock. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Bulls trail by 12. Thomas with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Outside Durant. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Duncan outside. Abdul-Jabbar up top. Baylor kicks to Curry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Luke Walton is the 26th coach in Lakers history, and it was love at first sight for the Lakers. I mean, after one interview with the team and the top brass, the other interviews were all canceled, and the dream job was his for the taking, and I think he's going to turn out to be quite a good coach in the NBA.
Lakers leading by 15. Feeds it to Baylor. From outside, off the mark. Well, the Bulls shooting the ball at 42%. And he called it his dream job. But a lot of risk for Luke Walton, certainly in Los Angeles. Lakers had just gone through the worst season in franchise history.
Yeah, and, you know, not to mention the unrest in the front office, Kevin. In the end, though, for Luke, it was just too good an opportunity to pass up. He's a SoCal guy. He won rings in L.A., and it wasn't the safe move, but sometimes the best moves require some risk, and it was where he wanted to be.
That free throw missing. And you know about Harden shooting and his ability to get to the line and all that, but you know, Clark, what some people don't realize is just how fast he's going end to end. I mean, he can just blow by players in the open floor.
Yeah, he's got deceptive speed, Kevin, and part of that is how he's worked to change his body from his college days at Arizona State to who he is in the NBA. He slimmed down a bit, but he still has that strength and that barrel-chestedness that allows him to play so well through contact. But you're right, his speed is lethal and deceptive.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
West is checked in for Los Angeles. Thomas against Curry. Thomas kicks to Durant. That three off the mark.
And, you know, they don't have it right now. I mean, missing their first 3 shots so far this half, slow start.
Curry, good.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Now the dish to Durant. He feeds it to Garnett. Bulls moving the ball around. It's stolen by Duncan. And it's West in the corner. Back to Curry. This one for three. Again, Curry missing. Bulls trail by 19. Outside Durant. He dishes it to Kemp. Thomas against Curry. Just 4 to shoot. To end the run. Chicago working now with a new shot clock. Kemp with the bucket.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and you know, it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice.
Clark, in your rookie season in the NBA, did you have a welcome to the NBA moment, you know, a play or a sequence where you were brutally introduced to how unforgiving the NBA can truly be?
Yeah, how about my first night out? Spencer Haywood ran me in circles, and I shot 2 for 17, scored 6 or 8 points, and he was in my head from the very beginning. Thankfully, the Pacers won that game because it was a forgettable night other than that. But Spencer Haywood, even to this day, when I bump into him, reminds me of how he disrupted me and distracted me in that first game of my rookie season.
West to Gervin. Passes it to Duncan. And he banks in the layup. Duncan's got 8.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, it feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can't.
Kemp with the bucket.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
West kicks to Leonard. Pick by West. Pass to Duncan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Duncan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Outside Leonard. There's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Durant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kicks to Garnett. Pass to McGrady. Beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Los Angeles feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We come back right after this. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Another one. Yeah, back with another one.
Here's Kobe. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Durant. Weber is out there with Olajuwon. And there's Bryant. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Payton kicks to Baylor. There's a good screen. Back to Payton. Harden right side. The 3. Up again. And Westbrook pulls it down. Bulls trail by 14. The pass to Olajuwon, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And you know, these are easy ones. Once you're this close, it's academic.
Gervin outside. It's stolen by Olajuwon.
Lakers foul. George Gervin.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Los Angeles. Stephen Curry comes in for Gary Payton. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Thomas is checked in. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, you look at the Lakers as an organization, and we know historically one of the great sports organizations in any sport. The reputation, though, has been slipping a bit in recent years. The front office moves last season, bringing what they hope will be some stability and certainly a bit more prestige to the team.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Fred Hoiberg was talking with his team during the break. He said, we've come this far. Now we've got to give everything left to get this one, and we can do it. So go out there and do it. Guys, we'll see what they can do.
Yes, that goes in. And when you look at the Lakers' new front office, do you think it'll be an improvement?
Time will tell, Kevin. I think that's hard to predict. The pieces certainly lean towards success, but it's a hard job. Certainly there's more credibility now. I don't think there's any question about that.
Shot from 12. Jump shot is good. 8 points for James Harden.
Love Harden's elusiveness. This guy's so elusive, finds ways to get the room he needs to shoot from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
Thomas kicks to Kobe. They set the screen. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Olajuwon.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Baylor. Shoots over Weber. The shot by Baylor, no good. Bulls trail by 10. The feed to Thomas. To the paint. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
And the Lakers making a change here. Duncan's checked in, and that one falls for Olajuwon. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here's Harden. Lets the three fly. They get it back. He's got space. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Yeah, the game has a bit of a different texture than it did just a little bit ago, Greg. Suddenly, that lead is not looking as comfy and cozy as it once did.
It's Durant on the wing. A three ball. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and the layup is good. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Thomas kicks to Weber. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Lakers?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden with it. He kicks it to Baylor. Dishes to Duncan. Lakers passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harden, and it's good. 2 points.
You've got to be mindful of Harden at all times, especially when he's close to the basket. I mean, he really knows how to finish inside.
Thomas kicks to Durant. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Harden the pass to Curry. Here's the screen. Duncan dishes to Curry. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Los Angeles.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Steph Curry.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And really all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
Here's Harden. He can't get that one to fall. Durant with some nice D.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yep, this one's a wrap, partner.
Another three for Chicago. And so they foul intentionally. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
You really got to appreciate how smart Harden is. Incredible at changing pace and gears quickly. Keeps the defense very much off balance.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
Twelve seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three from Bryant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's Gervin. And so the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.